Hello everyone, Jobexi here, and welcome. Moving back to Cookie Clicker. Alright, we're going to see what we have here. I have enough to afford a mine. Now it doesn't tell me how much a mine gives you, but we're going to see. You have to buy the first one first. So each mine produces 69 cookies per second. I imagine they use that number because 70 would be just a little bit easier to calculate, I suppose. Let's see, we have a couple of upgrades up here. Mouse and cursors are twice as efficient right now. 0.4 cookies per second would become 0.8 cookies per second. 0.8 times 15, is that worth 10,000? I don't think so, at least not now, but I would at some point like a few more cursors. In fact, I'll buy those next 5 now. Let's try for ambidextrous and make them twice as efficient. So now we're 0.8, producing 16 cookies per second. Grandmas are producing 40 cookies a second, and so on and so forth. Currently, the mine is producing by itself 39.4% of our total cookie production. So we're in pretty good shape here. We should make grandmas twice as efficient again. Oh no, I just made farms twice as efficient. That's not the same thing. I meant grandmas. Grandmas are going to be a bit more expensive. How many? I get 8 cookies per click. We can click ourselves up to 50,000. Yeah, so I can give my grandmas up to 80 cookies per second. There we go. Grandmas are now 80 cookies per second. Or sorry, 8 cookies per second a piece, but I have 10 of them, so that's 80 cookies per second. Let's see if we can get to our 15th grandma. And we're actually going to call that a let's wait a bit more before we get back to the cookie clicker. Let's head over to something. What is it called? It is called something. It's called Adventure Capitalist. That's right. We have our newspapers going, and we have our lemons going. We have a couple of upgrades. What do we got here? We have little umbrellas to increase our angel upgrades. I don't know how that works. Holy Toledo. We have an opportunity over here. Hey, JMO99, how's it going? We have an opportunity here for little umbrellas that will make our lemonade stand profit 3 times as much. So I am going to click that and purchase it because that sounds like a fantastic idea. So now I get $264 per lemon click, and look how fast we're clicking those lemons. I almost can't afford not to. Move on. Okay, so for our car wash, we're going to want to hire W.W. Heisenberg. Obviously, that's a reference to Breaking Bad's Heisenberg. So we're going to hire him, and he is going to run our car washes for us, and we can afford a donut shop. So for those of you just joining on the stream, I'm Jobexi, and we are playing 6 games at the same time. The 6 games that we are playing are in order from the top left of the screen to the bottom left of the screen. Cookie Clicker, Adventure Capitalist, Clicker Heroes, Save the Earth, Loot Clicker, and City Clicker. And all of these games at this point are basically playing themselves. I'm getting the games to the point where all I need to do is sit back and relax, and the games can play themselves. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to buy one of each thing, and then one of each thing from those 4, one of each thing from these 3, one of each thing from those 2, and then I'm going to spend all of the rest of my money on lemonade, because as you can see, I'm making lemonade perpetually, and it's actually faster than $366 per second. I could just keep throwing money into lemonade, and it'll just keep making more money. It's absolutely absurd how much more money this lemonade is making me. So we're just going to leave this here while I move on to our next game, which is Clicker Heroes. Okay, so we've been killing this boss a whole bunch of times. We have a fair bit of gold. Can't do anything with those. What are these? No, that's just stats. Okay. I'm going to hire Brittany the Beach Princess, and she gives 75 DPS. We're going to level her up right off the bat. We're going to level her up again. Now I'm a little bit sad because Ivan is actually a lower level than Brittany the Beach Princess, but we can work on that. So Mama Fernie Fatbat is just dying like crazy. So just a few more times and I could actually level up Ivan, the Drunken Brawler. And she'll die even faster. I want to level him up. I really don't need to click here, but I might as well click. Okay, there we go. Leveled up to level 4. Tree Beast is level 5. And Sid, the Helpful Adventurer, I want to try to get her up to level 10. There we go. She's level 10 now. So we have 341 DPS. It's a little bit absurd. We're moving into the Drylands level 6, and we have so much DPS because we're, you know, doing a really, really good job at this game. We have so much DPS, it's actually absurd. We're killing these guys here in, like, no time flat. I can actually afford big clicks now. I don't know how much damage it'll do because, well, let's go back here for a second. 21 damage per click. That's pretty fantastic. These guys are just dying like crazy. It's a little bit absurd. But, and how much gold do I get? Two gold per thing, and it pops out a bunch of things. It's a little bit hard to tell. Let's see how we're doing on level 7. We're doing fantastic on level 7. Shouldn't be too much time now. We should be able to just progress to the next area. Let's head to Drylands level 8. We're just popping these dudes faster than they can think about it. How much does the Wandering Fisherman cost me? It's going to cost me 4,000 gold to hire. Okay, so now these are taking just a little bit longer. I might want to use clicks. They have a lot of experience points, or HP rather. They give a lot of gold, but they have a lot of HP. Okay, this next area should be a boss, so let's see how we do here. Emperor Scorpinch. Okay, I'm going to need to click, otherwise we're not actually going to make it. See how much gold it gives us. Area complete. We do not actually have enough to kill the Wandering Fisherman, so I'm going to go back here. Actually going to go here. 7. 6 is fastest. 5. I don't know if it's worth the gold. Wow, 1% additional damage per second because of my clicking frenzy. We're just gonna farm this boss. And we're gonna farm this boss until we can afford to hire the Wandering Fisherman, which should increase our DPS dramatically. At least, I hope so. So that's what we're going to do here. We're just going to keep clicking this. We're almost there. I don't know how much gold I'm getting per. 246 to 317. So we're almost getting 50 gold a pop, but it does not take very long. Okay, when we hit, 3530, we're actually just going to go here. Make our way up to 3600. Come over here, make our way up to 3700. Come right over here, make our way up to 3800. Or come over here, go to 3900. Okay. Alright, should hire the Wandering Fisherman. POW takes our DPS from 348 to 603. That'll be more than enough. So I'm not going to touch it. We're going to make sure that we can actually beat the boss in time. And we're going to see how much he gives us. We start at 117, and after one kill, it gives us about 500 gold. We're going to take care of that. We're going to let that take care of itself, and we're moving straight on over to our fourth game, titled Save the Earth. Okay, what are these? Click, 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 pow. Okay. I need more soldiers. Does it say I need more soldiers? More soldiers so I get more bazookas. And then more soldiers for more bazookas for the next mortar. Okay, so it's interesting that they're mandating in this game. They're actually mandating the 5-to-1 ratio. That's kind of interesting. It'd be interesting if I could just click this, click the ×5 to allow that next one to go through automatically. Wow, those are really expensive. Ooh, I'll take those. I want that 5th soldier so I can buy that next bazooka. We're going to do some research, though. Let's take a look at longer range. The mortar's resources per second is doubled. I guess that's okay. How much are we getting so far? 4, so we can double that to 8. What's this? Base XP is doubled. Yeah, okay. And I have a plan. Attack. Yeah, let's actually keep... Base click gives 10% of your total RPS. Wow. Okay, so we're actually doing pretty good there. Supply line. So it looks like we're going to have a lot of these. Every 10 soldiers. Soldiers are going to be our most lucrative because we're going to have the most of them. So I don't see anything wrong with... I don't need soldiers to buy bazookas anymore? Oh, that's perfect. Oh, that's perfect. So now we can buy as many bazookas as we please and we don't need any more soldiers. Can I sell soldiers? Oh. Let's get to 60 because 60 is a nice number. That's fun. Okay, 60 is a nice number. I can buy bazookas now. Okay, so they are not enforcing the by 5 rule as hard as I might have thought earlier. Okay. So basically all of these I imagine are going to be you don't need the previous one at such a high ranking in order to proceed. Attainments, this is going to... Wow. We can buy these metal fragments at 2 billion each. That's, you know, fancy. I'll buy the next 5 for this mortar. Oh, I could buy a Jeep. Fancy. Each unit gives that. We're going to let that build up a bit more. We're going to see if I can't research. I can research. Increase the RPS of the bazooka. We're going to let that build up a bit more. We're moving on to the next game in our list, which should be Loot Clicker. I'm interested to see exactly where this game goes and what it can do. So it looks like we have one thing in the shop. That's gold research. Minimum max gold and max gold of enemies. Ooh, what can I sell? Oh, loot. I have loot. Ooh. Okay, so let's see. Spell of Wealth. Oh, for 30 seconds I can get 31 gold from enemies. So let's equip. And that's all of them. Bag of Hoods. Assassins only. Oh, this is permanently? Plus 3% gold from enemies, plus 3 chance of loot. That's fantastic. Bag of Skulls, undead only. Bag of Filth, grunts only. Spell of Wealth, I like it. No, I'm not allowed to equip. Oh yeah, I can. Okay, I can equip. For Glory, knights only. Okay, that's fun. Cool. So I have a lot of stuff. Let's see if we can get everybody up to 40. Should be 20, 30, 40. Okay, so now I have 40 mages as well. Mage mouse is a good number. Let's see if we can buy 40 grunts. Should be 20, 30, 40. Alright, we have another shop. We could buy the grunt mouse. We could buy loot. Bag of dentures, elders. Bag of dentures are elders only, but plus 10% gold from enemies and plus 5% chance of loot. That sounds like a good idea to me. Alright, let's go back into the shop. Let's go back up here and let's see if we can buy our 40 assassins. 20, 30, 40. We have a new shop. It's by the Assassin Mouse. Loot says Potion of Wealth is clicks only 274% gold from clicks. Let's see. Wow, 349 gold. I don't think I need to do that though. I can waste it. It's fine. Let's buy our 40th of these. That's 20, 30, 40. There we go. 2 things in the shop. That's the night mouse and loot finder. 1 loot every 60 seconds. See what kind of loot we get over here. The enchanted mouse. Clicks only. I'll leave that. Bag of dentures. Sure. Oh. Is it better? Which one's better? 10%? 15 and 8. Bag of hood assassin only. 23 and 6. That's fantastic. What's this? Chest of hell. Cultists only. Sure. They don't have anything yet. Okay. I'm actually just going to go to the shop and sell all these so I don't get confused. Hey, look. We have more. What was this? Oh, 10 plus 10 gold from selling loot. That's fantastic. Let's go over here and let's buy 40 of these. We're at 20, 30, and 40. Undead. Let's buy the undead mouse. Let's do cultists. Let's take it up to 20, 30, 40. There we go. 0.5 per click. And let's go up to... I don't know if I'm going to be able to do 40 of these because we're at 20 now and this is really expensive. Yeah, I can't go 20. I can go 25 though and that's not bad. Elder Mouse really makes that worthwhile. I should be getting a lot more loot, I think. But I don't know why I'm not getting loot. Oh, there's loot. Okay. Chest of Swords, Warriors only, extra damage per kill. Wow. Okay, sure. That's pretty amazing. Bag of Blood, 22/6. Oh, he doesn't have one of those. Okay, so it looks like there are 2 slots. There's the chest for that individual dude, and then there's the bag for that individual class. So, we've got a lot of achievements so far. It's pretty fantastic. I get 206 gold per thing that I farm. We're actually going to leave this here. We're going to move on to our next game, which is City Clicker. Okay, so we're full up on residential zones. Actually, I'm going to build zone capacity 1,000 hearts. Zone capacity. Oh, 10 hearts are people. Let's build one of these. Build these up. I did want to build a school in the city, but I botched that opportunity. I got excited and it just gets loud. Okay, so the city is growing. I'm getting 16 daily income. We have to move on from this game. This seems to be one of the 6. This game seems to be the slowest game. We're going to just move straight on over back to Cookie Clicker. Thank you so very much for watching this video. If you like what you see, you can click any of the videos on the screen to be taken to more things like that, or you could always click subscribe to be notified when I produce more excellent content. Thank you so very much for watching, and I will see you in the comments. And Riven was like, oh cool, let's play for 2 hours and forget to save, and then the game crashes because it's, you know, an old game. I tell you, there are so many different types of transportation, it's absolutely absurd. Here we go. We've gibbered the ladder. On their own. Wow, we are killing sharks and squids. That's pretty fun. Caution. Really though? I can't even elevator? Well, considering that most of the people in this facility have probably long since okay, facility doesn't really have time to be unattended. And if you're the only one alive here and you don't know how to steer a ship, then I guess you better start running fast. How is that? It's interesting because if you're asleep and the move isn't going to work, it doesn't even let you bother choosing the move, which is different in later generations. Oh, that's how that's happening. Alright, we can do that.